Destabilizing Foundations, Episode 17. The world of Ae'oene contains stories with mature themes. Content warnings are in the episode description.
Thank you for joining us once again for the World of Ae'one's Stories of Legend. I believe we are on episode 17. We left off on a hell of a cliffhanger. And I've got my cast with me, but it's a little different today. Cast, say hi.
Hello.
Yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. It's only Saph. Yep, it's only Sapheara. It is myself and her. We actually recorded episode 18 yesterday and recording episode 17 the day after. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. Y'all stick with me. Obviously, you heard at the beginning that we have mature themes in our show, and content warnings are in the episode description. I ask you to look at those now. I don't know exactly how dark or deep today will get, because, as always, there is a very high level of improvisation to our episodes and to the game in general. But things go anywhere near where I think they will. Today might be a little heavy. So please take a look at that. And if you need to take a break, by all means, take a break. And that goes for you as well, Saph. We've already had our conversation, though. You've got the mead. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
Today's going to be wild.
Fun.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. We are a dark fantasy podcast. Just remember that, ladies and gentlemen. But on that note, let's get into it. Maeve, you hear a couple knocks on the edge of your door frame, waking you up from the slumber that you had finally fallen into after finishing the report about the day's events previously, about the attack of the ball. We ended the last session with you grabbing for your sword, waking up as you were used to being woken up and checked on by Sally every now and then, but something feels off. Something feels different. And sure enough, as you reach over to grab your sword, lifting yourself and your torso off the bed, you look around and there's nothing there.
She specifically grabbed her Sword of Warning because it's her favorite. Dad gave it to her.
It is pulsing.
Oh, shit. I guess she goes, grabs her second sword. I guess she can't really get dressed into armor or anything. She's just in a nightgown. Especially if someone's about to attack.
Indeed, and as soon as you take both of your feet off of the edge of the bed, about to go grab your second sword, a dagger comes flying in. Luckily, you can't be surprised. You have your Sword of Warning. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Rolling already. That would be a 21.
A 21. Yes, a 21 is fantastic as you bring your sword up to parry whatever is coming. You just know your sword's warning you. And sure enough, the dagger bounces off your sword into the wall next to your bed. As you look over and a dark figure is within your doorframe. The beaded doorway cascading across its shoulders. It is in very dark, grayed clothes with a hood overshadowing its silhouette. Unable to make out any discerning features.
I will say it again. Who are you? And she'll get up with her blades and point them at him.
You're gonna have to come with us there, lady.
Us? And she wouldn't wait for the response. She would attack him.
As you go to attack, your sword, still pulsing, hasn't stopped, as the sound of an arcane spell whoosh as someone misty steps in the room behind you, attempting to reach their arms around your neck. And it feels like they're trying to put something onto your face.
Oh, luckily she has 2 swords and 2 hands.
What do you do?
Well, she'd attack. She was reaching out to attack one with one hand, so she has a whole other arm with another sword in it.
Right. Well, do me a favor. As this person has now Misty stepped and is attempting to grab onto you, do me a athletics check to try to stop the grapple that this person is attempting to do on you.
15.
Ooh, that is better than he rolled. That is for sure. As the momentum you had gained, thrusting you forward to attack anyway, helps you as you're able to smack with your other sword, essentially, smack him with the broadside against his head behind you, stopping the grapple from fully taking place. Whatever they were trying to put across your face, you get a strong smell of something, but you can't exactly tell what it is. Go ahead and also roll me to attack.
Okay, so initial attack was with the Sword of Warning. That is a 12 to attack. First attack.
Unfortunately, the distraction works, and that attack does not hit the shadowed man in your doorway. You don't have to make this more difficult than it is.
Oh, I think I do.
As he will then slash out with a dagger. And I can't remember what your AC is, but he got a 17 to hit.
Well, I'm assuming she's not wearing armor, so let me just take my armor off.
She would not be wearing armor now.
Yeah. So yeah, that would hit.
Okay. You take 5 piercing damage as he slashes out with the dagger just grazing your arm, managing to find home in the flesh, your nightgown ripping. And as you're lunging forward and it hits you, it ends up sending blood dripping onto the ground in the hallway in front of your bedroom, as the guy behind you then attempts to then push you forward. Which he ends up rolling a 15 for athletics check to push you. Roll me a dexterity saving throw. Lots of rolling here to start the episode.
8.
8. So yes, unfortunately that push that he does on the athletics is going to send you careening into the wall in front of your bedroom as you feel the impact cave in the weak wall there just a bit.
Oof.
Taking the breath out from you.
She would probably go back, turn around and swing again as soon as she can catch her breath. She probably wouldn't catch her breath. She'd just be like, attack.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit if you would as well, and I'll give you 2 attacks, so roll twice. Because as you are attacking, you notice that the one you are not actively attacking seems to be casting a spell, and all of the sound in the area seems to disappear. You can't even hear the sound of your sword making contact.
Okay, so 2 attacks. She'll go long sword of warning first. 15.
15 hits.
Nice.
One of them.
6 damage.
Okay.
And I might smite, just for funniness.
Ooh, shit.
Because, paladins.
As you smite, the searing pain of it hits him, and you see his mouth open as if screaming a bit in pain, but you don't hear anything come out.
So it's 2d8. It's not a fiend or undead, is it? So we're just doing a divine smite.
Indeed.
Cool. So it will just be 2d8 then.
Okay.
And that is another 8 damage. It's my bonus action. And so I'll attack one more time with the other one. Also, that creature now has disadvantage on its next attack rolls for funnies. And short sword, attack again. Ooh, that was a nat 1. Oops.
Yeah, so with a nat 1, you see as your sword actually ends up hitting the door frame of your door as you're attempting to swing around to hit the other guy. Ends up bouncing off one side, hitting the other side of the door from taking a chip out of it. And in that moment, the one that was trying to put something across your face attempts once again to put something across your face, attempting an athletics roll to grapple you. So you can give me an opposing. Ooh, that's much better.
Is it opposing athletics? Or...
Mm-hmm.
Cool. 17.
17 total?
Yep.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I rolled an 18 before the modifier.
Damn.
As he manages to grab hold of you around your neck and stuff some sort of cloth or some sort of material that is incredibly potent as far as its smell goes. And as soon as you take a breath, just heavy breathing from immediately being in a fight, you can't help it. Your head, it begins to get dizzy, and your vision starts to blur as things become harder. Your next attack roll, and anything from here on out, is going to be a disadvantage. As you see the other guy, having finished his spell, is now approaching, a dagger in each hand.
I would say something, but I can't because it's silent. I guess we're just going to attack again. Am I fully grappled or just?
You are currently grappled.
Cool. Okay, so I've got to try to get out of the grapple again.
Indeed.
Yep. So just a athletics check.
Yep.
24.
Ooh, dang! I rolled good too, and that's still higher. Nice. So you get out of the grapple as this man is approaching you, and you see as he is bringing out something that he just like rubs on one of his daggers as he comes towards you.
Ugh. I'm guessing we're not technically doing full initiative order because it's just me.
Correct.
Ooh.
We're just kind of freeforming it.
Freeforming? Perfect. I guess she's just going to attack again with her blades. The guy with the daggers this time. We'll go short sword first. 12?
12 is not gonna hit.
Damn it. Okay. Longsword as well?
Go for it. I'll allow it. It is at disadvantage, remember?
Oh, jokes, yep. Give me 2 seconds. That was 16. Well, 16 was disadvantage.
16 with disadvantage?
Yes.
Dang, okay, that'll hit. As the longsword ends up hitting him, slashing him across the cheek, as it throws him off balance as he wasn't quite ready for it, as he brings his hand up the palm, where the palm of the dagger is. As he grabs onto his face for a moment, he goes off kilter and has to put his hand onto the wall to catch himself for a moment, smearing blood onto it. As he rights himself back up and comes to approach you once again.
That's another 4 damage. He also has
Okay.
disadvantage for his next attack.
Okay. That's crazy.
Uh-oh.
So he's had advantage on his rolls because there's been 2 of them flanking you, right?
Yeah.
So I rolled 1 this time because disadvantage makes it a normal roll. I rolled a natural 20.
Damn it.
Yeah, as the dizziness and the waviness of whatever they put in front of your face, you had kicked out of it and got out of the grapple, but it's affecting you with everything so blurry. It almost seems like there's 2 of this guy coming at you, and you seem to feel like you're dodging his attack from at least maybe 1 of them, but it's almost as if there's 2. And sure enough, you dodge the one that's not there, as the dagger that he just coated finds its place in your shoulder, and he leaves it there. As very quickly you can feel a pulsating in your shoulder, and consciousness seems to begin to fade.
She'll make a face like she's screaming, but with the silence spell you wouldn't be able to hear it, and she'd fall to her knees while trying to reach up and grab the blade in her shoulder, but with losing all of her strength, she doesn't quite reach it.
And as you fully fall to the ground, prone, at the edge of your consciousness, you can't even hear the impact your body makes against the floor. The last thing you see looking up is one of the 2 gentlemen casting a healing spell on the other, fixing the slash across his face, as they pull out a bag from one of their backpacks that seems large enough to put you in before darkness takes hold.
Night-night.
When you come to, you have a searing headache, pulsating at the front of your skull. You don't know how much time has passed, and as the first shed of light makes its way into your eyes, it's piercing, it hurts. And it's not even that bright. It's just the little ray of moonlight coming through a barred window that's at the top of what is essentially a stone cell. It's bitter cold. You can see you've been given a wool blanket that's about half covering your body. You look down and realize you've been stripped to just your undergarments, your chemise. There's a small plate with a piece of cornbread on it, and a little bit of, looks like half-frozen gravy, maybe. And as you kind of peer in and out through the dim light, you look across, and in the cell across the hallway, you can see a pool of coagulated blood and a limp body at the center of it. As you look around, taking in the room again, it's too cold here for much to be living plant-wise, or even really a lot of mold. The wool blanket you have, the only thing really keeping you alive is you can barely feel the edges of your fingertips. You hear the jangling of I'm not sure if it's armor or keys or maybe both, as a silhouette seems to fill the space blurrily at the edge of your vision in front of your cell, behind the bars. You're finally awake, I see.
Who are you? What have you done to me?
Preparations are almost done now. If you think it's cold now, it's even worse outside. And just wait till you get where you're going. Of course, I won't be there for you then. No. Reninza will be the one to take you there. But in the meantime, we get to run some experiments with you. Part of the deal we made, you see.
She slowly tries to sit up to look at him and get a clearer picture of who's speaking, while covering herself with the blanket as much as possible.
Through the dim light, you try to make out details, and it's hard to. Luckily, the dim light coming through the window at the top of your cell does help with the direction the light is shining in at, and it's very shadowed. You can see a sharp nose, toothy grin. Skin is incredibly pale, and you don't know if it's the shadow or if it's you imagining it, but you're pretty confident his eyes are just black. Seems to be human.
Maeve would slowly stand up and wrap the blanket around her, if she can. Who do I have this fine pleasure of speaking to? Slowly make her way to the bars.
I mean, look at us already making acquaintances. He kind of looks up at the rays from the moonlight coming in. You can call me Lou now.
My, what a lovely name you have, Luno. And she makes her way to the bars where he is.
You get closer and you can see he's bundled up in a heavy coat underneath a thin layer of leather armor. You can see the glint of a scimitar on each side of his hips. But you're trained, you can tell. They don't even look like they've seen the light of a battle.
How close is he to the bars?
He's about a step away.
Maeve goes up to the bars, and she goes, since we've made such quick acquaintance, I think you wouldn't happen to have a spare blanket or something?
No. That one's just fine. It's keeping you alive, and that's all we really care about.
What a shame. And she,
Yeah.
I want to reach out and try to grab him to slam him into the bars.
Okay, make a roll to hit. Unarmed attack.
Unarmed attack?
Yeah.
Would it be grapple first, or... Because I'm grabbing him too.
I'll just allow you to just roll to hit.
Cool. 26.
26.
I rolled a 19.
Sheesh. Okay, yeah, no, that'll do it. You pull him in and slam him. Suddenly, it's so quick, he wasn't ready for it. His face hits against the bars. As you come back, he realizes that you just broke his nose, and it's gushing blood at this point. Almost freezing as it hits contact to the concrete at the bottom.
Oh, you bitch! Oh, how fucking dare you!
Fuck you, Leno.
Oh, you're gonna pay, you fucking bitch!
He, licks the blood that's forming over the top of the bridge of his upper lip. You're gonna taste the same thing. It's gonna be great.
Such fine acquaintances. Now fuck off.
You'll change your tune soon. You'll change it. I promise. And he walks off. The flash of anger he had from you doing that gone, replaced with the cool calmness, the eerie calmness. You hear outside of your view from your cell a door open. You hear, what the fuck happened to you? And for a moment it doesn't close, so you can hear a swing, but it doesn't close, and then it closes, and you hear footsteps once again coming down the hallway. Bundled up, but much less. Bundled up in just really a light coat. Hood down, you see the first thing you notice the glint of the moonlight off of the kyanite horns, as you see the pale blue skin that's similar to Yellen's. Hey, sorry I had to do this to you.
You're not sorry. But you will be.
No, not truly. I'm sure. Listen, this is just a job to me. I tried telling your friend not to get in my way. This one landed too. I didn't want to take you. It's what I get paid to do. I know the assholes here in the Mortifer Pactum. Listen, I'm not gonna let that guy come in here again, alright?
More for his safety.
Oh yeah, I guess with what you just did. Name's Renenzo, by the way.
So is that Rodnenzo or?
Renenzo Corvinero.
Well, I assume you already know my name, so there's no point introducing myself. You did kidnap me after all.
Maeve or something like that.
Sure.
Yeah, they wanted Piara, but I told them that wasn't going to be possible. You're the next option.
Why?
Well, we almost had you once, and you seemed well connected. They were pretty dead set on me getting Piara, but I'm not one to take a job I'm going to get killed on. So I told them, this lady Maeve, she's the one who organized the event. She seems well connected. If y'all want money, I'm sure that somebody put up a ransom.
You did see what happened when you took us?
Don't say that was me. I made sure it happened. I was not a part of it, the actual physical taking. All right. He kind of smiles, chuckles a bit.
It's because you're alive.
Well, yeah, y'all did a number on them. I guess that's why we're here now. Like I said, it's just a job. I really don't take it personally. The Ae'oene, I work with them a lot. Got a lot of family in there, but I told them that you're the one who put on that damn ball and was bringing stuff against the Zoralgog and shit, and that's what got them to take notice, all right?
Now what?
Just keep quiet. Don't make a mess of yourself. I'll do my best to keep them Mortifer guys out of here. They like to torture, they like to experiment. I can't be around all day, so sorry for what might happen to you. They like it when you fight back, though.
I'm sure they do.
If it wouldn't get me killed, I'd do something about it.
It's a pity.
They're an unfortunate ally. Well, not of mine, but of the Ae'oene, just out of pure convenience, to be honest.
And you don't worry, I don't know, kidnapping me won't get you killed?
My line of work, it's always a possibility. Surely you know that. I've read your history. I do research on my jobs. Although I had to do it real quick and rushed on yours, but, all the paperwork between yours and, what was her name, Sally? She was the one that was standing next to her? Yeah, I read her papers too. Don't worry, she's safe. We didn't do anything with her. Just had to make sure she wasn't gonna wake up.
So, what do you know about me?
Well, Maeve Strongheart, your father's that legendary adventurer. I didn't have to do any research to know that one. Put on the ball. You saw the events with the Mistborn, whatever was going on there, and the other side of Nitro Tare. And ever since, you've been doing a lot of research into Zoralgog and this weakening connection between the primordial plane and here. made a lot of friends. Seem to have know a lot of people in powerful places.
And now I know your face.
That's fine. As soon as I get you through the other side of this portal, you won't ever see me again. It's just gonna take a bit of time before the portal to Ite Obscura is ready. It's costs a lot of money to take the official route. There's a back entrance that's not technically a back entrance. Essentially, these portals to the primordial plane, they're pretty volatile. And sometimes there'll be little mini ones like satellite portals that'll pop up just nearby. Why they have such a large area for it, but essentially we'll be looking out for one of those and we'll take one so we don't have to pay, we don't have to be on record as having made that jump. Just hang out until then, and I'll get you over there, and then whatever the Aether Crow is going to use you for, that's not on me.
It is, but you don't care.
It's just a job.
Keep telling yourself that.
I'll get you another blanket. I know it's cold as fuck. Well, at least for you.
Much obliged.
Yeah. Do what I can. Regardless, I got shit to take care of. I got other jobs I'm gonna try to do to make some money while I'm here. So, like I said, keep your head low. If you fight back, they're just gonna want it more.
Guess you didn't read my file well enough.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm telling you. That last guy, fucking Luno or whatever, he's one of the worst around, at least in this hideout. I'll try my best to keep him out of here. Can't say I'll succeed, but I'll try.
Well, I guess hurry up and get that blanket, please.
Yes, ma'am. He walks away, comes back a few minutes later, and opens up a little door, essentially, like an access hatch in the bars, and slides an even thicker wool blanket through.
She grabs it. I also want to look and see if he has any, like, keys on him or anything. Or anything that might help with a
only a
escape.
perception check.
I should have done that with the first guy when I grabbed him, but it is what it is. 15.
15. You don't visibly see any keys on this guy. You get the sense from what he was saying, you're in a hideout for the Mortifer Pactum. This isn't his place. He doesn't control it.
Thank you. She'll say just coldly, with, like, no actual gratitude.
Do me a favor and survive. If you're dead, I don't get paid.
That's on you then.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll try to keep the worst of the riffraff out of here. Anyway, stay warm. Turns around and begins to walk back out.
The smaller blanket, how small?
It's enough to, like, if you're laying down, it'll cover your body pretty easily.
Okay. Is it weak at all?
No, I mean, it's a wool blanket. It's a solid wool blanket. The one you got from him is more like a wool comforter. Where this one's more like a wool, like, throw blanket that you use on the couch.
Is there any sharp objects around at all, like a rusty nail or anything?
Yeah, I would say using the same perception you had with a 15, I'd say you could probably find like an old, where there used to be manacles in the cell, you could find like an old like bolt that's a little rusty and has a sharp edge on it.
I would like to go and try to make a hole into the smaller blanket and DIY a poncho.
Yeah, it'll take you some time, but you could do that. 100% you could do that.
Thought it would be a bit easy then. Walking around.
Yeah, absolutely. You're able to do that. Some hours go by as you're doing that, and a bit after you finish making your little makeshift poncho, you hear that door swing open again. This time you can hear the wheeling of something. As you hear the crash of, not necessarily a crash of it falling, but the impact of something going down a set of stairs that's not made to go downstairs, something on wheels. And a moment later, you see like a cart, just a small hand-driven cart, and a dark elf pushing it, of some sort, a very tall woman, lanky, in a very, very large, oversized coat. On the cart, it's just a series of rocks. Oh! Hello, dear. I guess they were right, you are awake.
Hello.
Hi, yes, no. Hello, my name is Regina. I'll be working with you today. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need you to step back as I come in. And she takes out a key and turns the lock and opens the gate to be able to fit the cart through.
She'll step back and let her.
All right, she pushes this cart in with just this random assortment of like 12 to 15 different rocks on it.
Maeve will keep an eye where she puts the key.
Okay, yeah, no, you can see the key just goes into a satchel that she carries. She closes it and locks it again, locking herself in there with you. As she reaches like through the gate and locks it from the other side. She turns back around. All right, now are you ready for your session today? It's going to be a great time. I told you my name's Regina.
I know your name, but why are you here?
Oh, I'm here to learn. We both are.
About?
Oh, about yourself, honey.
And these rocks?
Oh, those are just the tools to do my job.
Maeve slowly walks up.
Like this one, she picks one that's black, and as she turns to it, you can see a rune that's like a slight glow of red. Like this one. Yes. Here, catch. And she just throws it at you.
Maeve will step away from the side because she's seen runes before. She does not trust it at all.
Okay. You step to the side and it flies and it hits the ground, and where it makes impact, fire erupts out of that spot in like a swirling fashion, and as quickly as it swirls, it is gone. Ah, what a waste. That was one of my favorite ones.
What a shame.
Ah, what a shame indeed. See, but this one, and she picks up a pretty round rock, looking like almost like it's white, like a piece of softball-size hail. Very jagged. This one's my favorite. She walks over to you. This one's magical. And she reels back and she smacks you across the face with it as hard as she can.
Could Maeve contest that by grabbing her wrist?
You can surely try.
16?
16, I rolled a really, really bad. You grab her wrist and you feel that although she's lanky and not exactly the most muscular woman in the world, fairly skinny, you can feel the strength behind the swing as you go to stop it. You manage to stop it almost like she lets you, as you feel just how weak you are in this moment. Having not been fed. Don't know the last time you got a drink is, besides the cornbread that was sitting next to you that you haven't even touched yet. Honey, what are you doing? This is all part of the process. We're just going to get to know you at your core.
While she's talking, because she's grabbed her arm like across, I want Maeve to do a really basic technique she learned when she was 5, where she just takes her leg behind the other chick's leg and pushes her to like trip her over.
Okay,
while she's talking.
Go. Yeah, roll me. We'll just say an unarmed strike, just a roll to hit.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
It was almost a 1 and then it flipped.
That's awesome. No need to roll damage or anything. As you flip her over, she smacks her head against the bar on the other side of the cell, because this cell's not exactly the largest thing in the world. Ooh. Oh, that was a good one. I see you're gonna... you're gonna be a fun one, aren't you?
Because I still have her wrist, I want to hit her with the rock.
Well, before you can do that, she snaps her fingers. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. The DC's 22.
Well, yeah, no, 13.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like you can move.
Oh, great.
As she very arrogantly stands up and points at a little ring on her finger. You see, I have access to certain tools of my own from my own abilities. Gifts from those above me who help me to do my job just miraculously. She grabs that rock out from your hand, reels back, and smacks you across the face with it, this time with you unable to do anything. And you find out this rock's just a rock. There's nothing wrong with this one. Nothing terrible. It doesn't have a rune in it. It's just a jagged rock. As blood erupts out of your cheek from a cut that it makes. Don't worry, honey. We're gonna have such a good time. As she reels back and hits you with it again. You can feel a crack in your jaw on this one. Okay. Whew. I saved that one for my own amusement. If I'm gonna be honest, let's do the real experimentation. She puts it down. She grabs a little tiny crystal. She forces you to sit, places it in your lap, and it starts to glow, and you can feel your cheek begin to heal. Okay, now the real work can begin. She grabs another stone, this one blue, smooth, and polished. You can see it has 3 different runes in it. All right, now open up. And she pulls your jaw down and shoves it in your mouth. And she goes, okay, now here's the deal. I'm gonna need you to swallow.
No.
No? Oh, you're not gonna swallow? You know, I'm okay with that. It's so much more fun when you don't, actually. She picks up the basic rock again, just the straight rock, and smacks you directly in front of your face.
Oh, fuck.
On the front of your lips, on your mouth.
Oh.
She looks at your broken teeth now, opens your jaw, and trying to look and go, there it goes. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. She takes a little cart, opens the door, and goes to leave after locking it again. And as soon as the door closes, whatever was holding you leaves, where you can move again.
And she'll just like fall and just like curl up in a shit ton of pain.
She had taken the crystal off of your lap that was healing you just a little too soon, and while like most of your teeth had healed and you're not quite bleeding like you were, there was still a little bit of pain and a little bit of damage that did not heal from it.
She just lays there for a bit, just trying to figure out what she was supposed to swallow and feel it inside her, I guess. And just kind of waiting to see what happens.
As you wait, try to focus on it, you begin to feel a little bit of a warmth in your stomach. And how cold the area you're in is, the blood having frozen to your face from the bleeding. It's kind of nice. That is until you breathe, and instead of seeing your breath, like the fogginess of the humidity in your breath, you go to breathe out, and this time you begin to choke as you try and breathe. As you feel like you're choking, you swear you can feel movement, something crawling up your throat, many somethings. And you finally get to the point that, you just can't help but vomit, and out come locusts, a whole swarm of them.
What the fuck? Maeve would just be completely still while they swarm, I guess.
It continues for an hour.
You shit.
Just barely being able to get breaths in through your nose, feeling like you're suffocating as locusts fly out of your mouth and filling the area in a room. Before finally, whatever enchantment or spell that's doing this ends, you can finally get a deep breath for the first time in that hour. Yet the air filled with the buzzing of locusts.
She just kind of, she leaves the locusts alone, and she just kind of curls up under the big blanket, completely so they don't attack her or anything. I think at this point she is, very, very weak and tired.
Nobody comes in the rest of that evening. You're left alone. What's going through Maeve's head? As the locusts the sound of them buzzing slowly stops as they find places to perch, or some of them die from the cold. Every now and then you just hear a little buzz of one, but for the most part it's eerily quiet in here.
Just, things her dad used to say to her as a child, and she can picture his voice quite clearly of, don't give them anything, don't, just all the lessons and memories of when he left her in the forest by herself when she was young to make it back home, and she'd just be thinking about the team and hope they're doing okay and they weren't attacked, and lots of pretty much any other scenario of what if they grabbed the others, what if they ended up killing anyone. Keeps just kind of going through her head on repeat.
Time goes by. Does Maeve get any sleep this night?
I don't think it would be a good sleep, but I think with the lack of oxygen and the lack of food, she would not trust her food at all. She probably would go unconscious for a little bit, but I wouldn't say it was like a sleep. It would have been just like her body. Like, I need to shut off right now. You are lying down, the end. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does. And the night goes by, and what you think could be morning, you don't know, because sunlight doesn't reach here like it does the rest of the world. It rarely ever gets any sun, and if it does, it just peaks across the horizon. So when you wake, or as time goes by and you are waiting for the sunlight, it never comes. After a while, the shining of the different colors of moonlight from the 3 moons of Ae'oene, those shift, as they do every night. Even at one point, it starts to become muddled as you're able to look out the window and you see a haze of ash and sulfur begin to block even the direct ray and glow of the moon, plunging your cell even into further darkness. At one point, you fall unconscious and you wake back up, and as you begin to take it all back in, you see the silhouette of Luno sitting cross-legged outside your cell. You can barely make out the tape on his nose as he's just staring at you.
What, are you, a pervert?
It's too dark to make out his facial expression, but he just stands up silently and walks out. You can hear the swing of the door open and close.
She just get like a shiver down her spine because he freaks her out.
Some hours go by. You can maybe assume it might be the next day as Regina makes her way back in, the cart slamming down the stairs once again.
Oh, honey, you looking swell today.
Sorry, could I just state, during the night with the poncho she made, would she be able to fray a bit off and make like a little bit of a rope?
She can start that process, yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very small.
Probably
one.
wouldn't be able to get, so it'd probably be a small one, but you could probably start that process, yeah.
Yeah, it's not for climbing.
Exactly. As Regina goes to start unlocking the door.
You're looking swell today. How did last night go? I see Locust was your choice. Interesting choice. I haven't seen that one in quite some time.
What did you put in me?
Oh, says a lot about you. I gotta say, gonna have to leave it in. I don't have a way of getting it out, so it's gonna hurt coming out the other end. But don't worry. It'll maybe a week or 2.
She's just not reacting.
Lighten up. Not amused? Lighten up. We're having a great time. We're learning so much about you.
You see, she kind of like has a little journal on the cart this time, and she like jots down something.
Okay. Let's see. What are we gonna do today? Well, let's start it off strong.
She takes the rock and begins to step towards you.
Maeve will step back.
Honey, you know what happens the more you're gonna fight it.
She doesn't have a rope just yet, does she? No. Next night.
Wouldn't be very long. You could have a thin, like a piece of,
to be long.
Yeah, so you could have a piece of fabric. I wouldn't be woven like a rope by any means, but you could have a piece of fabric that you ripped off.
Okay. So she's opened the door. Come in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maeve's, I guess, gonna. Oh, she's tired. Actually, He said you weren't meant to hurt me.
Oh, who said that?
Who do you think?
Well, how would I supposed to know? See, here's the thing, is pain is just so temporary, you know? Hurt you is one thing. It's about whether it's lasting pain or whether it has a purpose. Pain with a purpose, there's not a problem with that. Pain can be useful. We're using pain now to find out who you are. Ugh. It's okay. Not everybody understands at first, and that's okay. That is okay. Regardless. Please accept this gift.
As she steps towards you with the rock again.
Could I cast command?
You can certainly try.
It is a wisdom 15 saving throw.
God, I'm rolling so bad. That's incredible. I rolled a 3 before any modifiers.
She's gonna say, flop.
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 She hears the power of the word and she flops to the ground.
Maeve will run to grab her bag with the keys.
Okay.
Oh, fun one. Okay. Oh, honey, the key's in the third pocket.
Can I grab a rock too and throw it at her? After I grab the
absolutely.
key? Is she just laying down? Is she not doing shit?
No, she flopped, and she is...
She flopped?
Yeah, she flopped.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna grab the key,
Okay.
grab the rock and smash her over the head with it.
Yeah, roll the hit.
Roll to hit. 14.
14?
Yeah.
Not gonna be enough. As she moves her head, she doesn't move her entire body, she just moves her head to the side as the rock hits the ground next to it.
Honey, if you're going to try to escape, you better get going.
Fucking psycho.
Thank you.
And she just gets up and unlocks the gate and legs it. She'll keep the rock with her as a weapon.
Yeah. The gate swings open and you make a run for it. You see on the right, it's a dead end. Easily on the left, there's a small set of stairs, and then there's a doorway at the end on the right that you have heard. You haven't seen, but you had heard open and close several times.
Well, she runs up, tries to open the door.
Yeah, door swings wide open. And as you look out, you realize that you are staring out into the icy tundra. From your current viewpoint, that's all you see. You see two twin volcanoes in the distance, erupting, spewing gases into the atmosphere.
Does Maeve know where she is?
Roll me a history check. Maeve's pretty educated. I'll even give you advantage on it.
Advantage? Yay me. You're so nice to me. Glad I got that advantage because the first one was a nat 1. And dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Yeah, you would know, looking at those volcanoes, it gives you a quick and easy interpretation of where you're at, and the fact that the only place in the world that has twin volcanoes like that is the country of Undor. Those volcanoes sitting not very far from the northern pole of the world.
I'm assuming if she goes out into the tundra, she will definitely freeze to death and die.
Might be a good assumption.
a little bit. She is in a makeshift poncho after all.
Right. Now, that is what you're looking at just from your viewpoint from the doorway, mind you. So, the volcanoes are they're very far away, like very distant.
Well, I guess she's going to go in and get some clothes. Something warm to leave.
You turn back in, and the only thing you see in here are cells. If you would have gone to the right outside of your cell, there's about 3 other cells, and it's just a stone wall. And it's cells on both sides of this entire building. Seems pretty basic.
There's no weapons, no clothes, no anyone inside the cells.
There was the dead body in the cell across from yours.
Is there anything?
It did seem to have clothes on.
Looks like I'm walking back to the crazy lady. With the key. Okay, well, she'll have to walk back to the cells. She'd be prepared for this fight. She has a rock.
Okay. You see Regina has stood back up and is dusting herself off.
Oh, what? You're not a fan of the cold? Or did you just decide that you do want to know yourself on a deeper level? Which is it?
I know myself just fine.
Well, did you know you would have chosen locusts? I didn't think so.
Choose shit.
Oh, you did. You did. Even if you don't know it.
She'll walk up to she has the keys, so she'll walk up to the gate and lock Regina inside.
Oh.
If she's inside.
Honey, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. You're delaying the inevitable. You might as well just sit down and do my experiments.
No, thank you. And she'll try to open the other gate with the cage with the person inside it with the clothes.
The key you have does not work for that. So.
Damn it. I'm guessing Regina has clothes.
Oh yeah, she's bundled up she's a big old, like, gaudy, oversized fur, like, coat. Like, yeah. She's got, like, hoop earrings, like, looking like she don't belong.
Oh, I love that.
in this kind of place, yeah.
I'm going to cast command on her, and the command's going to be strip.
I'm rolling really bad.
Yes.
Really bad.
You better not get this coat dirty.
As she begins to take it off and starts taking her clothes off.
Do not. I paid a fortune for those, so you better not get them dirty, okay?
She'll walk in while she's stripping and grab the coat and shoes. Mainly the main necessities while she's still stripping, so she can also leave without her coming at Maeve.
Yeah, absolutely.
So she won't grab anything. She mainly grabbed the coat and shoes because she already has a poncho. Somewhat covered up. And
you're able to grab them.
Does Maeve see anything else on her, like weapons while she's stripping? Anything else?
No, she has like armbands and lots of different jewelries. But no, it doesn't seem like she has any weapons on her.
Okay, she's going to do that. And when Maeve goes to leave, she's going to tip the trolley over with all the rocks and the runes. Actually, is that healing one still there?
The little crystal on it? Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to grab that while she's stripping as well. And then I don't know how long it takes to strip, but around the end of it, she's going to tip the cart and run.
You hear the of a fire one go off again as she goes, ooh, hot. Oh my goodness. You're a feisty one. As you lock the door and head out, you walk out into the tundra and you go a couple steps out of the building before you hear a wagon. And as you turn, you realize you're on the edge of a city. Literally the edge. As you turn around and you see a sprawling metropolis of old, broken, and ancient buildings. Variety of different architectures of this city having existed for so long, all of it covered with a mixture of ash and snow. And just a foggy, faint moonlight coming through the ash clouds from the eruptions that are currently been going on. You realize you're on the edge of the city of Undor.
And you said there's a cart?
You hear a cart nearby on one of the roads. You can hear the creaking of wheel, really rough, unkept brick streets.
What do I know about Undor?
You know Undor is old. It is dirty. Scholars go there to study a lot because it is one of the oldest cities that has not been destroyed from time and events. It is home to most of the world's worst criminal organizations and syndicates. It is intensely cold. It has a very good fishing industry as well.
Love that.
It is, your dad has told you stories of Undor as well, as most adventurers come through here at some point if they do it as a career. It's unspoken, because speaking it aloud makes it real and it becomes a problem. But you know vampires are in the city, as that is one of the syndicates. Mortifer Pactum headquarters out of here, which is the world's largest and most successful crime syndicate, headed by the cartel family. It also has the world's oldest library.
I'm guessing Maeve would know no one in the city at all, because...
No, you would not have any contacts here.
Yeah, not at all. But she... Okay. Not great. I guess she'll go to the city and try to keep a low profile in her big fur coat.
You take a few steps into the city, dipping into an alleyway to try to join into one of the streets, trying to keep a low profile, not try to stand out, although giant fur coat makes it a little bit more difficult as you step by an alleyway just not even a block into the city. When it grabs you by the throat and throws you against the wall. As you see a familiar bandage on the nose. His Luno is looking up at you. Oh, hey there.
Hey.
Not in the cell anymore. What happened?
Oh, you know, they decided to let me go.
Oh, that couldn't possibly be true.
Oh, nah.
Why don't we just take you back?
Oh, I think I prefer it out here. And she has a rock in her hand. She smashes. I want to smash him on the head with the rock.
As you try to do that,
Break his nose again.
he's going to raise his arm and stop you. As I just rolled really well.
Damn.
And then he slams you against the wall. He's gonna raise a little further up as you can feel his warm breath on your ear for a moment.
You're not going anywhere.
Perfect. Just how I like it. I'm gonna lift my knee up and try to knee him in the balls. It's a very paladin thing to do.
Of course.
It's the most paladin move ever. If you can't fight correctly, fight dirty. It's a nat 20. In the balls.
20, nice. As your knee finds home right in his groin, he keels over for a moment as he lets go of you.
She runs.
Oh. As soon as you run, you hear,
Now you stop right there!
as it happens, you freeze.
Fuck.
And his voice seems to change.
I said I'm not done with you.
As looking forward, your head stuck in the direction you were looking, you feel long, unnatural fingers grip around your throat. As the fingernail barely touches you and you feel blood immediately roll down your neck from where it just pricked you. He picks you up with one arm and just begins walking back towards the building. You can't see him. He keeps you outstretched and in front of him facing the opposite way. But you can hear the impact of much larger legs than he previously had.
Oh, shit.
Walks you back to the building. He opens the door and he throws you in as you make impact on the wall opposite of the door, cracking a rib. And the door slams shut. As Regina is walking up the steps at the same time. Oh, well, that was a quick trip. If you don't mind, I'd like my jacket back.
My jacket, fuck off.
She rears back and kicks you in the face with her high heel, breaking your nose.
I think Maeve has an issue with pride. A massive issue with pride that is kind of been a driving force for a while. And so even with the bloody nose and the cracked rib, and it's half that she refuses to give the coat back and half that she actually can't really roll over to give it back to start with because she's in a lot of pain. So she's just going to lay there and ignore Regina.
Regina will kind of look at you, and you hear just a sigh. If these experiments are going to be successful, you're going to have to listen to me, and I think that's a lesson you learn now. And she walks over, and you just from your laid position, you just see her legs, and one of them raises as you feel the heel of her high heel pierce through both of your cheeks. And she just stands there with her extremely large heel pierced through both sides of your face.
She would be trying to get her off, like scratching her, doing whatever she can.
Every movement, you feel the pull on your face as she just stands there, full weight down. I said I want my coat now, and now you're going to have to make it difficult, so tough lesson to learn, but, it's necessary.
She'll still she can't really take the coat off, she's pinned, so she'll just be scratching at her leg as much as possible. Like just the fiendish movements now of just someone like in massive distress of just trying to get this foot off her face.
Come on, get the jacket off.
She would mumble, like, can't really speak with a foot in your mouth, but I can't.
Oh, you can. It's going to hurt. It's gonna hurt. It's a lesson learned. Like I said, we gotta get to know you. And pain is such a good window into the soul. So yeah, you're gonna have to take the jacket off. If I'm in the way, you can just move yourself.
She's gonna get her nail and she's gonna get her nails, and the in the back of the foot, in the heel, that little tendon.
The Achilles tendon, yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna try her best to get her nails as far in as possible. She probably won't be able to break the skin, but to cause as much pain as possible. So she would want to lift her foot up.
Okay. Ooh, hey, I finally rolled good.
Damn.
Yeah, you squeeze, and she's... It's a good idea, honey, but you're just so weak, you haven't even eaten. Listen, one of these days you're gonna have to learn about yourself, and might as well make it today. Now take the jacket off.
She will start ripping her mouth to take off the jacket as much as she could.
As you can feel the ripping in your cheeks as you're having to pull your face in certain contortions to try to get this jacket off while laying down completely helpless and just devoid of energy and strength at this point. It finally gets off, and she just reaches down and picks it up, and when she does, she lifts her heel suddenly out of your cheeks and puts the jacket on.
She curls up in a fetal position, grabs her face.
Oh, honey. Oh, honey. Oh, we're not done. This is all just to get started. And she grabs her fingers deep into your hair to get as good of a grip as she can and drags you back into the cell.
Wait, I've still got the healing stone, don't I?
You do.
That I took. This is my face.
Which made the cheeks that much worse.
Oh, no.
Because they were healing as you were ripping them.
Oh.
But sure enough, your cheeks are currently filling back in and healing as she's now dragging you across the stone floor back into the cell.
I think Maeve is just kind of a little bit defeated at this point. So she
throws you the wool blanket back again. Cover yourself, honey. I don't want to see that. She takes the rock and immediately begins to just beat the shit out of you. Over and over and over. She doesn't take the crystal. She just leaves it on your lap, in your hand. Finally she finally stops, hearing how labored your breath is, and goes and picks up another rock. This one is completely white, not jagged. This is smoothed and polished like one of the other ones. It appears to have lots of really tiny runes etched into it. Okay, so this one is really special, and it's really gonna get you to know who you are, as well as me to learn who you are too. Are you ready for this one, Maeve? She grabs your chin and pulls your face up to look at her. Maeve, I'm talking to you. It's respectful to look at somebody when they speak to you.
Maeve doesn't really say or do anything. She's just kind of checked out at this point. Her hope is diminished a lot.
Now this one, I need you to make sure not to swallow. Okay? She gingerly places it on your tongue inside your mouth and closes your jaw for you. Just keep it there as long as you can. If you swallow it, you're really gonna regret it. See you tomorrow. And she goes and walks out.
Can Maeve just take the rock out of her mouth?
She does take the crystal with her.
Oh no, the one that's been placed in her mouth. Can she just, as soon as she leaves?
Yeah. Yes, so you can take it out of your mouth, yes.
Cool.
And you hold it in your hand. And you see the saliva from your mouth filling in some of the gaps, some of the cracks of the runes. You notice they start to glow. It starts to get really hot. It starts to get very hot. As it starts to get hot, you can feel the air begin to sizzle around it as your cell begins to get hot. At first it feels great, and then it becomes too hot. As the air continues to warm, it's like it's a desert. It's like the sun's beating down on you. Except it's not a direct ray, it's literally just all around you. It's a radiant heat, and it just continues to get hotter and hotter and hotter.
Would she be able to throw it to the cell opposite her? Through the bars? If she can get up?
You can if you want to.
Yes. I would like that away from me as far as possible.
You throw it, and it gives you relief for a few minutes. Half an hour goes by maybe, and you start to feel the warmth in your cell slowly grow as you realize it's just going to continue to get hotter and hotter. From that far away, it'll eventually affect your cell.
Shit. She'll definitely take her poncho off and just be completely naked.
This continues all night.
Fuck. No sleep.
As
no
what you
food.
could only assume would be at some point in the next morning, the heat finally dissipates. As you can't move because of the boils on your skin from the sheer heat and the touching of anything that would be stone or metal or anything. The only thing that possibly gave you any relief was just trying to stay on the wool blankets so you didn't have to touch the stone underneath. But even then, the heat still penetrated. So it hurt. It just wasn't literally baking your skin when touching it. Instead, you had to do the slow bake as if you're in an oven. Completely dried, having no moisture left in your body at all, just dying for a drink. The door finally opens, and Luna walks in with a pail of water. Just told you needed some water. As he throws it on you. And as the water hits you, it stings incredibly because of how raw your entire body is. Oh, my bad. And he actually pulls out a glass of water and sets it on the stone at the edge of the cage and walks back out.
Maeve would slowly drag herself to the water and drink it. She wouldn't even bother checking at this point. She's just she just drank the water.
At some point in this process, you get almost as if maybe it was finally let through. Something might have been blocking it. You hear your father's voice come into your head. Maeve, can you hear me? Maeve, are you there? Fuck, I've already wasted so many words. Shit, how does this work again? I love you, Maeve. We're coming.
She'll croak back. I'm alive in Undor, captive, edge of city.
Later that day, the door opens and Reninzo walks in. He tosses you the little crystal that heals. I told you not to fight back.
What do you want?
They told me you need the crystal. Immediately was worried. Portal's ready, so he throws you a stack of clothes. Very simple clothes, just a white tunic, a heavy coat for the cold, some light pants. Or sorry, rather heavy pants, and some shoes.
Do you mind turning around so I can get dressed?
Yeah, and I'll give you a couple minutes to let that crystal do its work too. As he walks out of the building.
Maeve will slowly, wait for the healing to do its thing. And slowly get dressed into the clothes. She'll still look around and see if there's any... She'll keep looking for a way to escape. Whether that's perception checks or anything.
You can roll me a perception check. I'll keep it in the back of my mind as this goes.
8. She is a goner.
Reninzo comes back in. Sorry you had to go through all this. Some of the Mortifer-Pactive members, some of them are good, some not so much. And you can see he does seem to have a look of remorse on his face. If I didn't have to work with him, I wouldn't.
Why do you have to work with them?
Necessity of the people. You were right about the Zorgog. The Aethacro, they're trying to stop him. They aren't exactly making the right decisions all the time to do so, but you know what they say about desperate decisions. I don't know. Bad things happen to good people when bad people are in leadership, so I'm just trying to do the best I can for myself and the people I love. I'm sure you'd do the same if you were in my footsteps.
She looks into his eyes, straight into his eyes, and she says, I have a religious friend, and he's mentioned a lot about souls. I wonder, when you die, how heavy yours will be.
I tell you, I think that's a good question. I think about it a lot. I just hope that the weight of my soul is something my kids don't have to bear.
Kids always bear the weight of their parents' soul.
Not if I'm gone.
Especially if you're gone.
Might be some truth to that. Come on. Let's get going. We got places to be. I don't know how long this portal's gonna last. He puts shackles on your feet and on your hands, and he puts a cover, a bag, just a burlap bag over your head. Necessities. Try not to fall. If ice gets real cold, I don't want to stick in your skin.
Well, aren't you a gentleman?
Fuck off. He walks you out the building, and you feel yourself being loaded into a small wagon. Transport wagon. Around the city. Nothing that's generally meant to go very far. You hear a cloth cover go over it. Do me a favor. Be quiet. I'm doing you a favor by allowing you to be awake, so if I need to put you under, I will. I'm just trying to give you the benefit of the doubt because of everything you've been through.
This won't lie in your soul.
Everything lies in my soul, just like everyone else. The wagon goes for a while, bumping and causing you to shift with how weak you are, levels of exhaustion you would have taken by now. Just the open wounds that the crystal wasn't able to fully heal. Feel a little twinge of pain when you hit the big bumps. After a while, he helps get you down off the wagon, leads you down a set of stairs, and walks you for a while. About 20 minutes of walking on just bare concrete, bare stone. Cold, cold. You turn a corner and you feel but you hear a familiar sizzling and crackling. Same kind of sizzling and crackling you heard at the rifts back on the Genoa Peninsula. The main rift that's controlled and regulated is on the surface level above here, in a building that they build around it anytime it has to move. Unfortunately, it ends up in a populated place. Glad it hasn't done it in the library yet. Regardless, like I said, satellite rifts open up. They're generally smaller, but they'll open up at time to time around the main one. Volatility and such. When we go through here, it's going to get even colder. It'll only last until we get indoors. You aren't crazy. We do like heat. I don't know what they're going to do with you. I'm just here to deliver you, so...
Exactly where are we going again?
Primordial plane.
She, lets out a sigh. Still listening out for any chance of escape, but at this point, with how exhausted she is, she's just kind of given up.
Alright, let's go. And he leads you to step through the rift and into the primordial plane. And indeed, cold blast of air hits you, and it's colder than the tundra north of Undor. It is extremely cold. It takes your breath away. It is pins and needles to breathe level of cold. Absolutely, and immediately. As you step through, but as soon as you step through, you feel other hands begin to take you and pull you and lift you into a cart. And as soon as you're in the cart, you feel a source of heat, like what would be equivalent to a space heater on Earth, whatever the arcane version of that would be. Or maybe it's just, with an open flame. You don't know. Burlap sack is over your head, but you feel a source of heat that's keeping you moving, keeping you alive. And you hear Renenzo's voice one last time. You hear the curtain of what you can assume the wagon that you've been loaded into is, based on just audible. Keep your head up. They won't kill you. You're worth too much. And none of these people are like the Mortifer. You're going to be treated the same. Sorry, again.
If my friends ever reach you, say hi before they kill you.
Like I said, I'm long gone. You hear the cloth close again. Then the wagon begins to pull away. You hear the snort of some sort of cow or bull nip riding in the wagon for a bit. I think that's where we'll end today's session. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for another session. This one was heavy. I know it was. I mean, frankly, it could have been heavier. We could have gone a lot worse. But for our episode so far, this one was pretty heavy.
Extremely.
Extremely. You doing all right, Sapheara?
Yeah. I'll send you my therapy bill.
I feel that. Oh, I feel that. I'll send myself mine as well.
I'll send you something.
Oh, man. Audience, we will not be able to pay your therapy bills. I'm sorry. It'll just stack up way too quickly. But that is going to be it for today. I hope you can look forward to the session that, frankly, we've already recorded. It's a great one. It's fun. It's wild.
Yes.
So many things happen. And we hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. We would like to thank our cast, myself, Curtis Woosley, as the GM, MJ Gunther as Talira Grimstone Ekelanathi, Sapheara as Maeve Strongheart, Rennie Armis as Kalden, and Jack Baldwin as Yellen Yakal. Additional thanks to Centric GFX for our graphics, to MJ and Rennie here for our show editing, and our intro and outro music composed by Ryan Moons, owner-operator of Eyes on the Moon Studios.